From Fenway, the Red Sox are coming off their first loss since July 1st. The 10-game winning streak is history. Red Sox remaining 3.5 games in front of the Yankees. And today, Eduardo Rodriguez gets the ball in Game 3 against Toronto. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway. Great to have you along today. I'm Dave O'Brien, the Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley at my side, and Jemai Webster coming your way in just a couple of moments. Eduardo Rodriguez with a couple of nice wins after a bit of a rocky stretch there, particularly against the Yankees, but he looks like he is back at it.
You know, for the most part, he's been steady Eddie. He really has. He's coming off of, 13 2/3 scoreless innings. And, you know, you look at his numbers over the course of, the last 12 starts, you know, they have been great. And you see the way he goes about it all the time. We get on him because he throws a lot of pitches, can't get deep into a game, but what do you want? The guy's been doing it up. I mean, he's been winning games, you know, and in this day and age, you've got a bullpen, and that's what they're for. He's going to give you 6 strong innings. The strikeouts will be there. He doesn't walk that many guys anymore. You see the last 12 starts. You can't ask for much more than that. I mean, he has just been really a steady pitcher, and he's going after his 12th win. He'll be the winningest pitcher on this staff. So I look at Eduardo Rodriguez differently now. I really do. It's not so much about how many pitches he throws. This is just what he does, and you just have to accept it, and that's what he's going to be.
Don't you think, too, he's got the stuff at this time next year to be in the All-Star game?
Oh, absolutely. This guy's got great stuff. Now, whether he condenses it over a course of time, whatever, but he's got a chance to be the 12-game winner right now.
Hey, talking about that All-Star game, you know that Mookie Betts is headed for the 3rd consecutive year. Mookie last night tripled twice. He narrowly missed another home run on the second one. It almost got out of the ballpark. He continues to fly around the bases at an outstanding rate. Red Sox taking on Toronto in just a moment. BuyAToyota.com. Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. By KM. Together we grill. And by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Red Sox and Toronto as Eduardo Rodriguez, today's starter, makes his way in from the bullpen as he prepares to try to go to 12-3 on the year. The 11 wins despite a late start to his season after knee surgery. His last 12, he's 8-3 with a 2.82 ERA. And the Red Sox looking for a strong starting performance. Last night, an unusually short one. Here's a look at the homestand report, which is brought to you by William Ravis Real Estate, the official realtor of the Red Sox. Sox at 4-1, a 306 batting average. Doing plenty of scoring, and even last night got 7 runs.
Yeah, that 13 kind of knocked them around a little bit. They're not used to giving up that many runs, but they did swing the bat good. I thought Toronto was impressive last night.
Rick Porcello only around for a couple of innings. He said afterwards, basically, I was just lousy. It was one of those nights. Never could get it going. Walked 4 men, which is so uncharacteristic of him. And the Red Sox lost for the first time since the 1st of July. Time now for the Blue Jay lineup that Eduardo will take on here this afternoon. Lourdes Gurriel is at second base. Got Hervis Solarte at third. Teoscar Hernandez will be in left. Justin Smoke hit 2 home runs last night at first base. Morales the DH. Pilar in center. Randall Grichuk is in right. Aldamus Diaz at short. And Luke Maile will do the catching in bat ninth. Against the Red Sox starting pitcher, presented by New England Audi dealers. Rodriguez 11-3, an ERA of 3.62. He's been excellent in the daytime, in particular, where he's 4-0.
Yeah, the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. The Red Sox are 3rd in the league, 46 errors, 96 games. On the infield, Zue Lin now at third base today. Bogarts at short. Brock Holt at second and Blake Swihart at first. Out in the outfield, up to right, J.D. Martinez, Jackie Bradley Jr. in center, Mookie Betts in right. Behind the plate, Sandy Leon catching Eduardo Rodriguez.
The umpires today brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Mike Muchlinski has the plate. Adrian Johnson at first, Trip Gibson at second, and Brian Gorman, the crew chief, at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit compara2toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV. Bit of a breezy day today. Wind in from right about 10 miles an hour, gusting occasionally, but very comfortable, 76 degrees.
Ball's been carrying pretty good. You wonder which way the wind's going to be blowing, but unless it's not blowing in, it's going to jump.
Gurriel to lead things off. He's at second base today, 255 with 4 home runs, and we're set for game 3. And the lefty's first one. A ball, and we're underway. Yankees play at Cleveland tonight. Red Sox come in 3.5 games up on New York.
Gurriel, good looking young hitter. We've only seen him a couple of games. Made a couple errors, but I still like him.
He's a real athlete. Hitting .351 his last 9 starts. They can play him at short as well. 2-1. 94 past him. 2-2.
Once again, that easy fastball by Eduardo.
And isn't that a real separator for him?
Oh, totally. I think it just sneaks up on a lot of hitters.
We've seen him up there at 96, 97 this season.
I mean, he could possibly go out there like he has sometimes with just 2 pitches, but in and out with his fastball. I think this is a changeup coming up.
Into center field for a base hit. So Gurriel is on. He has been maybe the hottest hitter recently, and he reaches right away against Rodriguez.
Rodriguez throws him that changeup, but you know, good spot for it. Look at down and away, and the hitter goes down and gets it like that. Man, that's a nice piece of hitting.
Yeah, and Hervis Solarte's at third base today, hitting .248, good power, 16 home runs. Leading Toronto in hits, and he's tied for the lead in home runs with Smoke, who again hit a pair last night. Fly down the right field line, but that'll slice foul out of play. Last night, one of those games where once the Red Sox took the early 6-3 lead, you figured, well, here we go. You got Rick Porcello on the mound. He really knows how to protect the lead. Red Sox were scoring plenty of runs. It felt like business as usual.
Oh, it did. That was huge. What an answer. 5 runs, and then they come back and drop a 5 spot. He couldn't get anybody out in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, as unusual it gets watching him. The 0-1 is in tight.
And it wasn't like they were hitting quails. I mean, they hit everything hard.
As you said, you make 30, 32 starts a year. You're going to have a couple of those.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I don't care who you are. He knows that. He's been pitching for so long. Still, it kind of affects your confidence. You can't help it.
All right, ground a foul, yanked outside third.
Problem with this start is he's got a long ways to go. He doesn't start another game till next Monday, which is what, 9 days away. And as a starting pitcher, man, sitting on a bad outing, it's crusher.
Spoken like you've had that experience.
Oh God, it's the worst. That's one thing good about relieving. You got a chance to redeem yourself the next day or something.
The lefty's 1-2 to Solarte is lofted foul. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. Nobody out, and Rodriguez with a 1-2 again. And in there for strike three. Caught him looking. He sits down. Solarte, Amica Insurance. Great service, great coverage, great price for auto, home, and life insurance.
You're going to freeze a lot of hitters. That thing starts way outside and breaks sharp on the corner. Big league pitch. Get a lot of good hitters out like that.
Hernandez 259. He's got some pop, 14 homers. And not quite the home run hitting team they were just a couple of years ago when they had Encarnacion and Bautista and Donaldson was healthy. Red Sox will wrap up the first half, quote unquote, of the 2018 season tomorrow afternoon at 1:05. Brian Johnson against Marcus Stroman. Left-hander Johnson coming off the DL, 1-2 with a 4.23 ERA, and then the All-Star break. How much of that are you going to watch? Home run derby and everything.
I don't know.
Alex Cora was talking about before the game. He said, "I will watch all of it."
Well, he just loves the game.
He's a giant fan.
Yes.
Outside managing a major league team, huge fan of the game.
I'm a big fan of the game. I really am.
You are.
Yeah.
You watch a ton.
Ton.
Is it your natural inclination as a pitcher to turn off a home run derby? The heck with that?
You get tired of that back stuff after a while.
And they count 3-1.
But I'm glad they put the timer on it. That's helped a lot.
Oh, it's helped immeasurably. Talking about the rules in the home run derby made it a lot more watchable, I thought. In Washington, Bryce Harper. The 3-1. Past him, 93 with that heater. And a full count.
Never gets flustered, Erod. 3-1 fastball, boom, corner. Never really wants to center cut anything. That's why he has a lot of full counts.
Gurriel on at first, one away. The 3-2 just getting started here in the first inning.
Look at that.
Boy, that one really moved on him, didn't it? And down he goes, strike three, back-to-back Ks.
This ball, it just jumps. Look at the late movement. You can't, it's that wristy cheese that just sort of just stays there. I mean, he lulls you to sleep. It's that wristy fastball. He's not coming out of his shoes.
Now he'll test Justin Smoke. 2 home runs last night, numbers 15 and 16 for the power hitting first baseman.
I mean, he throws 20 pitches an inning just to stay in shape, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Overall.
Sure.
I mean, that's just what he does. He's not going to punch you out in 3 pitches. He just doesn't.
The 1-0 to Smoke. Little trickler towards second base. Brock Holt will fire on. It'll be close and got him at first base. Swihart hung in there too.
Thank God he can't run.
And that is out number 3. One man is left. Red Sox coming up in the first. Next lineup brought to you by Toyota's website for deals. Buyatoyota.com. Mookie Betts, Brock Holt, JD Martinez go 1, 2, 3. Xander Bogaerts hitting 4th. Jackie Bradley out of the 5 spot for the first time this year. Eduardo Nunez the DH. Blake Swihart at first. Sandy Leon catching. Zhu-Wei Lin gets the nod at 3rd. First, Rafael Devers on the 10-day DL. Sam Gaviglio, the right-hander, 2-3, a 4.70 ERA. Red Sox have seen him before. And he is starting on just 2 days rest after throwing 48 pitches and allowing a lot of runs against Atlanta on Wednesday. Give up 6.
You don't see that very often, huh? Getting a start a couple days later after getting your lunch.
John Gibbons gave some thought about bringing up a minor leaguer, but he said, let's see how long he can go today.
See, he's got that little sinker. He tries to stay on the corners. Little backdoor sinker, little slider, occasional changeup, and hook.
Mookie leading all big league hitters at 357. 2 triples last night. Our key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. Always here to get you there. His career against Toronto has been very good. He has the batting lead in the American League race that has ballooned to 22 points over Jose Altuve. It was very tight about 5 days ago, but because Mookie's been doing nothing but this, it has ballooned up. Takes a wide turn and back to first he goes as Hernandez quickly got it in.
You can't throw him a fastball right down the middle. Look at this thing. He's trying to throw a ball down and away. I guess it's away, but he goes down and gets it. Yet we've been this swing. He's wearing guys out. And hitting leadoff, he starts so many games off with a rope, doesn't he?
12-game hitting streak. Hitting .357, a .697 slugging average. He'd be the first Red Sox hitter ever to hit .350 or more and .690 slugging or better in the first half. Brock Holt to 285 with a home run. Diaz will collect that to Gurriel, and that'll be a double play. Quickly turned.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Blue Jays defense today, they are 13th in the league. 60 errors, 93 games around the infield. Solarte playing third, Diaz at short, Gurriel at second, Justin Smoke at first. Out in the outfield, Hernandez playing left, Kevin Millar at center, Grichuk out in right field behind the plate, Luke Maile catching Sam Gaviglio.
JD Martinez will check in at 3:30. 28 homers, 79 RBI. Red Sox have not lost consecutive games since June 19 and 20. Coming off a rather forgettable ball game last night. 1-1. Prior to last night, Red Sox had won 14 consecutive games when they scored 5 or more runs. Fell last night despite the 7. Gaviglio with a 1-1.
We got that sinker that eats him up. He's not going to light the gun up at all. 90 max. But you see this biting little sinker. Great spot for it too. That is a good pitch to JD. You got to make sure you keep it inside though.
One, two. It's going to be very important for Toronto for Gaviglio to go at least a handful of innings because they used 6 relief pitchers last night. 3-2.
Yeah, we've seen some good arms out of the bullpen for them. Some guys that have been around the block like Tyler Clippert, Axford.
Marco Estrada was supposed to start today, but he went on a 10-day DL on Friday. 3-2. Hard ground ball. The second baseman Gurriel gathers that, and that's all. The Red Sox go pretty quick.
World Emoji Day with some of our favorite Red Sox. Find out what their go-to emoji is on NESN Clubhouse tomorrow morning at 11:30 on NESN, presented by Delta Dental of Massachusetts.
Top 2 no score back at Fenway. Morales, Pilar, Grichuk against Rodriguez. A lot of base hit in first inning. Nothing came of that. Morales 243. He's hit 11 home runs. We were talking about that awful injury that he sustained back in 2010 when he shattered his leg after rounding the bases on a game-winning grand slam with the Angels, and he went jumping into the pile at home plate and he snapped his leg and he missed all of 2011.
They want to put a stop to that celebration.
Yes.
At home plate.
Little floater in left center field off the end of the bat. That'll dive down for a base hit. So Morales has their second hit today. And the leadoff man on for the second straight inning. Pilar 248, 8 home runs. He had a big night last night. A lot of the Blue Jays did at the plate. As they rolled 13-7. Morales aboard. Pilar last night was 4 for 5 with a couple of doubles, and he drove in 4 runs. Been one of the top doubles guys in the major leagues this year, actually.
You know, you think sooner or later he's going to have a breakout offensive year, but you'd think last night the way he was swinging the bat, all those doubles, JD just almost got to that one. And you see this one, he smokes this one again in the gap, but that got there in a hurry. You see, he's got pop in his bat.
And remains one of the great center fielders in baseball.
Yeah, no doubt he's one of the best center fielders in the game. Highlight film all the time, catching balls at the fence, over the fence, diving everywhere. But he's never really had a breakout offensive year.
Right.
To me, he swings at everything. I think he's not that patient, first of all.
He does not like to walk. Not a great fan of ball four. No score in the second. Pilar's only walked 14 times all year.
There you go. I've seen him hit balls waist high before. He tried to dart him inside, balls inside. Got him set up for a changeup.
2-2. Third baseman, tough play. Lynn gets it down to second, and that's all. That took a great big hop on Zue Lin, but he was equal to the task. So that'll be out number one. NESN is proud to support the Men's Warehouse Suit Drive in July. When you make a donation of gently used professional clothing at any Men's Warehouse, you help unemployed men and women look their best as they re-enter the workforce. Learn more at mwsuitdrive.com. Grichuk 199 with 11 home runs. So power over batting average for him. That's a rocket. That one drilled rising high, and it's high off the monster. Pilar is churning his way into third. Into second is the throw, and he's going to be safe. Oh. Grichuk ruled safe second and third for Toronto.
What a close play at second base. He had to be on his horse because that ball was a rocket off the boards. He's lucky this ball's still in the ballpark, but the throw, Holt has to catch it and come back. And the time that he got it to take the glove to the shoe, he's safe. I thought if he had straddled that bag and let the ball come to him, it might have been out.
I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to look at this because his foot came off the bag.
Okay.
And Brock Holt looked like he may have held it on there to get him. Take a look. So safe there, but that foot is coming up. And he still had the tag down.
But did it really leave the bag?
Oh, yeah.
The spike.
I thought it did.
Did you?
Guys are looking at the center field scoreboard as they're replaying it.
Do you see daylight with that spike? Is what I want to see.
I thought I did.
See? Oh, did it come up?
Taking a look. So he's safe.
Okay, and then it comes up off the bag. How about the heel? And he's tagging the other spot. It doesn't matter, I guess, right? I think it's I hate this rule.
You think it's inconclusive?
Could be. But I hate the rule either way. Whatever team, not just because it's us looking for an out. You'd hate it if it was the other way around. The ticky-tack rule. This is the one I don't like. I mean, I like replay. I really do.
To me, it looked like the foot came off entirely. That's what they'll be looking at here.
Boy, that'll be such a break.
Yeah, that would be, if they can overturn it, it'll be the second out of the inning.
Oh, yeah.
With a runner at third.
If they don't take very long, it's going to be a safe call. I mean, out.
Yeah, I think this is the right call. And the challenge, Brock Holt kept that tag down there. So big call there, 2 down, runner at third, and Diaz will be the batter. That foot popped off.
And they know you just hang on to that tag and it's going to go your way. Man, that is a break for the Red Sox. Branch work.
In tight on Diaz, 243, 8 home runs. Scoreless at the moment in the second. Great day to be at the ballpark. A little bit of a breeze, low humidity. Crowds have been terrific on the homestand. They've been really into it. I mean, no single moment more so than the Mookie Betts grand slam the other night, as they were absolutely roaring full throat.
How can you not be into it? I mean, the way they've been playing.
2-2.
He gets spoiled, really. It's easy to get spoiled.
Oh boy. I think that's exactly it. Roller, but a foul ball. Diaz still alive. Maile on deck. Red Sox 66-30, best record in Major League Baseball. One more left before the All-Star break coming up tomorrow. The 2-2. He got him, struck him out. 95. He humped up the fastball, his third K. Save twice the sales tax on anything you buy, or get up to 60 months no interest with equal payments and no minimum. See Jordans.com for details. Well, the Red Sox get a call overturned, and it benefits. And then Rodriguez goes out and strikes out the next guy. So it is on to the bottom of the second inning. Bogarts, Bradley, Nunez against Gaviglio. Xander 282, 14 home runs. You're talking about that particular rule at second base. What is it about that that really bothers you?
I mean, first of all, it's hard to stay on the bag when you slide into the bag, right? So you're safe already, but just don't come off the bag. I mean,
let's stay on the bag.
I mean, I guess because I've been all my life. You guys been safe. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I hear you.
Throw beats the runners.
Yep.
I mean, I've been watching it my whole life. Maybe that's part of it. But it's ticky tacky to me. It just is.
Grichuk talking with the second base umpire Gibson about it.
I mean, for the life of me, all my life, you know, a guy stealing second base, nasty sinker there, but stealing second base. Who cares if you make a nice slide and avoid with your hand one side or the other? The throw beats you, you're out. Then that went on forever.
I see what you mean.
So am I wrong? I don't know.
Well, that always bothered me, that there was an assumption that's going to be in there for strike three. To me, that was kind of like the neighborhood play. Hey, touch the bag.
Yeah.
Right? Touch the bag. I'm glad they did away with that. That helped the Red Sox just the other night.
Yeah.
In a big way. Hey, touch the bag. That's how baseball's played. Your foot's supposed to be on the bag. Your foot should be on the base. If you steal second, it should stay on second base.
I'm over here trying to defend something, and then what I'm saying is, you know, what's been happening in baseball my whole lifetime.
Yeah. I get that.
You know.
It's kind of like when we talk about the shift, you know, that's been a hit for 100 years, and the last several years it's not a hit anymore.
Yeah, I get it.
You know. One man out. Jackie Bradley batting out of 5-hole today. 208 with 6 home runs.
I guarantee you, lifers, baseball lifers don't like it. That ticky-tack stuff. You like it when it works for you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
If that was against us.
I think fair is fair.
Okay.
You know, I go a different way on that. I like that. The idea that you're held a little more accountable. I think replay is probably overused. I miss arguments.
Yeah,
I'd love to see arguments.
Like that too.
That added some fire and color in the game. Replay has taken all that away. But you are getting calls right that used to be wrong.
I agree with all that.
Umpires aren't perfect. Then there's the other side. People who love that idea that the imperfection is part of the game.
No, I don't love that. Unless I get that outside corner.
You betcha. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jackie Bradley goes down.
This guy's dealing a little bit here.
Time for our X1 report, brought to you by Xfinity. We go down to Jemai. Hey, Jemai.
Hey, thank you very much, OB. Well, in 20 games, the Red Sox as a team are hitting .316 and averaging 7 runs over the course of that time. And Red Sox manager Alex Cora said of the team's offense that when the bottom of the order is hitting, the things look differently. Plus, they're into a real groove right now. And he also said that he thinks that the offense is in the right place as they look to get something going here now in the bottom of the second inning.
And right on cue, here's number 6 man, Eduardo Nunez, 258 with 6 home runs. And he'll punch a single through the hole. Red Sox with their second hit today against the right-hander.
This offense kicks when the bottom of the lineup starts swinging the bat, and that's when they absolutely explode.
Blake Swihart at first base today, climbs in at 205. He's been swinging a better bat. After a very chilly start, Blake has hit in a season high 4 consecutive games. No score, bottom of the second. Yeah, that bottom of the order getting on is what allows Mookie Betts to drive in runs.
Right. Jackie hitting 5th today. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, first time this year. He's led off before in 2018. Nunez, the base runner. You see, Chase Utley's retiring at the end of the year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Longtime second baseman out at the Dodgers.
Doesn't surprise me. I thought he might have retired a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Playing with a good ball club like the Dodgers, I mean, that kept him in it.
Makes you want to stay.
Yeah.
1-1. He got in front of all the cameras in LA yesterday to make the announcement, but the first thing he said was, "I'd like to announce the Dodgers have just extended me to a 5-year contract." They all laughed, and I said, "No, I'm giving it up at the end of the year. I want to spend more time with my family." He was a big part of the Phillies and all their success.
Oh yeah, I think he's borderline Hall of Famer.
He was a heck of a player with power. That drops in there for a strike.
He and Rollins were.
Yep.
And then Howard at first. See this backdoor slider here. Got a lot of the plate.
Two down, Nunez aboard. Runner goes. And a high pop up on the infield. Here's Solarte to make the catch. One man left after the base hit by Nunez. Games and concerts at Fenway. Prices and service better than you can imagine. Go to aceticket.com right now. Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien, and Jemiah Webster with you. No scores. We go to the third inning. And Eduardo Rodriguez gets the 9-man melee right off the bat. He's a guy you got to throw strikes to.
He had a walk-off home run against the Red Sox there in Toronto way early in the season. Not really known for his bat either.
Just 235 at the moment. Gurriel on deck, and then Solarte.
I believe he hit a home run off a Sale earlier in the game. That same game he walked off. 2 home runs in a game.
That's
which
right.
is unheard of.
Drives that one. That's well hit toward the alley. Mookie Betts moving over. He'll make the catch. Jackie Bradley right behind him just for good measure. That was well hit, but 1 out.
Yeah, he hit that ball good, especially right in the gap. But we got 2 of the best out there. So they're almost fighting for it. Just don't smash into each other, because Either one of them probably could have got it. You see this? I guess that's a little slider, backdoor slider. He gets a pretty good part of it. Jackie's got to get out of his way. Jackie could have easily caught that ball too.
Gurriel looking at a strike. He singled in the first inning. Now, when the bases are empty, these last couple of starts, you're definitely seeing Eduardo working at a faster clip.
I agree.
More conscious of that. You know, you don't expect everybody to throw at a Chris Sale pace. Not everybody can do that.
No, that's ultra fast.
That's going to be in a strike three, but that was a very quick at bat, and he sat him down. 2 away.
You know, that's what we're not used to. Just boom, 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 and he takes a fastball really right down the middle. Ball's up middle. What he's looking for, I guess it's a little on the inside corner, but
Eduardo has won his last 2, beating Washington and Texas. He has not allowed a run since June 29th. To third, scooped up by Lynn as he comes in off the short hop and gets him. And they go 1-2-3. Josh Donaldson, an RBI single of Matt Thornton, scoring Chris Young in the 11th to cap off that come from behind victory. Sandy Leon to start the third. Red Sox and Toronto in a 0-0 game on a Saturday afternoon. Leon 239. Looking to get hot again with the bat, doing a lot of catching these days, obviously, with Vasquez out on the disabled list. Blake Swihart getting more turns as well. Blake's in the lineup today at first. Looking for his first hit in the series. He's 0 for 7.
Gavilio, he's got to be fine, and he's been fine the first 2 innings. He's been dotting it pretty good. He's got to keep the ball down, mixes it up a little bit. Primarily a little sinker baller.
Pitched pretty well against the Red Sox here as a starter on May 30th. Red Sox won the game 6-4, but he went 6 innings, just 7 hits.
Gave up a couple of home runs.
Yep, 4 runs altogether. 3-2. Zue Lin on deck. And then Mookie Betts. Here's the 3-2. High fly ball lifted into right. Rich again on it, in fact. 1 man away.
Import the NESN Red Sox schedule on any device for alerts 15 minutes prior to each game. With matchup info, streaks, updated times, and more, visit NESN.com/schedule to import the schedule. Presented by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Boston Red Sox and Major League Baseball.
Zue Lin with the bases empty and 1 man gone. At the major league level, he's trying to snap an 0 for 26. Which is interesting because with the Paw Sox, he was hitting .308 before the call up. .358 in his last 29. So he's a hot hitter. So do you bet the ranch that today's the day he snaps that 0 for 26?
Yes.
The 2-0. Fouled it off himself. Betts waiting on deck. Red Sox have been kind of amazing in day games. The highest winning percentage in day games are 22-5.
They haven't got a stat that they're not good in. I mean, my goodness.
That's right.
Do they?
2-1. Good count for him here.
If he's going to get a knock, it's right here. Going to throw him a 3-1 little sinker down and away. See if he could shoot it the other way.
He'll take ball 4. First walk issued by Gaviglio. So Red Sox have a base runner with 1 away. Betts coming up. Now through tomorrow, fans can bid on baskets filled with Red Sox players' favorite things, including autographed cleats, batting gloves, and more. All proceeds from the auction benefit Respond, New England's first domestic violence prevention agency. You can visit redsox.com/baskets for good to bid on those baskets right now.
Well, I tell you what, I'd have a hard time walking anybody in front of Mookie Betts. We've seen it the last couple of nights. In particular, that grand slam when Jackie walked.
I wonder if they're walking a guy in front of him because of Mookie Betts.
They're already thinking about him. They're quivering. They can't throw a strike. I mean, really.
I've seen it.
Yeah, that's not that far away.
No,
that's doable.
Very doable. In
Very.
fact, Lansdowne Street was doable the other night.
Yeah.
23 home runs. A strike tossed to first and diving back Zue Lin. Yesterday, the 107th day of the Major League season, but only the 6th day on which both the Red Sox and the Yankees lost. These two beasts of the East are circling each other. One. Up the middle and a base hit. He's 2 for 2. Lin to second, stops there. Red Sox building something here with 1 down.
Boy, he's just on fire. He just really is. Every time he hits the ball solid, he'll find a hole too. It's a decent pitch away. He doesn't try to pull. He just smokes that ball right back up the middle and Defensively, it's hard to play him. It really is when he starts spraying the ball all around.
Activity in the bullpen here for Toronto. Meza, who pitched last night, is one of the 6 relievers who worked in the game. He is up.
You knew he wasn't going to last long.
Yeah, exactly. Gaviglio is not going to be in the game for a long stretch anyway, working on 2 days rest. Last time up, Brock Holt was doubled up. 6-4-3. 1 out, 2 on.
They've got somebody up now. This would be his last inning if he can make it.
Gibbons kind of taking a bullpen approach today. The 0-1. Little flare into center. Pilar charging on, coming on hard. He dives. Oh, that was some play.
Double play.
You have got to be kidding. A double play. Pilar, highway robbery out there in center field with a tumbling catch. We've seen it before. He keeps on making them, and that retires the side because of the double play. No score. Well, Pilar with a terrific tumbling catch out there in center field and doubling up Zhu-Wei Lin, who had already taken off for third, was rounding third, in fact.
I don't know if you can question this Zhu-Wei Lin being challenging that, but he makes these catches so often. He's playing deep, but looked like he might have hurt himself.
In fact, he went right down the tunnel after he came off the field, kind of gripping that neck. Maybe a whiplash situation when he hit.
That ball looked like it was going to fall.
But sure did. But it fell into Pilar's glove. So many of them do. Hernandez struck out first inning. No score to the fourth. And cranked foul. Brian Johnson going tomorrow at 105 against the right-hander Marcus Stroman. And then no regular season baseball for 4 days. High fly, that's hit deep. Backing up Bradley. Jackie's got room though, and he's there to make the play. Hernandez retired, one away.
Looking for a place to catch up on everything Red Sox? The Ultimate Red Sox Show has you covered as TC brings all the must-see moments from the past week. Don't miss the Ultimate Red Sox Show tomorrow at 5:30, presented by Sam Adams, the official beer of the Boston Red Sox.
1 out, Smoke next. He's 0 for 1, a tapper to second base. 38 home runs from this guy last year. Drove in 90.
Yeah, breakout year last year. Starting first baseman, all-star team.
And a pair of home runs last night.
From both sides of the plate.
And snapped the Red Sox season best 10-game winning streak. That was the second longest win streak in the majors this year. Houston has the longest with 12. Chopper toward first, down to grab that Swihart. 2 up, 2 down. Kendrys Morales will be next.
Eddie just cruising right along, filling it up. A lot of strikes.
Working on a nice little scoreless streak here. Here's Morales, a single in the first inning. 247 with 11 homers. And another guy who can hit it out from either side of the plate. Not full sunshine today, and it certainly isn't right now. The sun hiding at the moment. Well, this is Smith Jr. on deck for Pilar, so something's certainly up with Kevin Pilar after that tremendous play. The shortstop Bogarts will hoover that up, and another good inning for Eduardo Rodriguez. 1, 2, 3 they go. KM Fenway Franks at your grocer today. KM, together we grill. Pilar hurt. We don't know how badly on this play. The diving play, spectacular effort.
Well, he came a long ways, and he did 1 second longer, and without diving, that ball's going to fall. Makes the play. Little backhand shovel, but something's wrong with his neck.
And he's out of the ball game now, as mentioned. Dwight Smith Jr. in right field. Pilar's replacement, Grichuk, moves from right to play center field to play his defensive position. And they have lost a key defender for sure. One of the very best in the game. Red Sox trying to figure out what to do here with Gaviglio, and they have had trouble with him. So far only 3 hits. JD Martinez 0 for 1 as he'll lead it off. And then Bogarts and then Bradley.
He mixes up that sinker with that changeup. Same angle, same pitch, just doesn't get there. They got to be feeling pretty good about him giving them 3 innings. If he gets in any trouble, he's got it. They're going to scoot him out.
They get Mesa up again for the second time. I think you're right. Any sign of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
1-1. Well, the last time the Red Sox faced Gaviglio was back in May, and JD Martinez launched one off him for a home run.
Oh. Go back to the home run that he gave up. That ball, kind of a fastball running back to him. He pulls his hands in like he can do and hits it over everything.
Two coming. Full count on JD. 28 home runs. High fly ball, left field deep, carrying back, and gone. He's done it again. Number 29, and puts the Red Sox on the board 1-0.
Well, you're kind of just waiting for that to happen. Now we just talk about it, replayed an old home run, and he duplicates it. Didn't hit it over everything, but just enough to get out of here. But with sinker down and in is what it was. Well, almost middle, and he lifts it. Almost one-hands this ball. Kind of power he has. That's an easy home run for JD Martinez, number 29.
And with that home run, Speedway donates $500 to Boston Children's Hospital through the end of August. Use your Speedy Rewards card when you purchase 3 cooler beverages. Receive 1,000 bonus points. So with that home run, not only 29, 80 RBI. Bogarts 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And there is the baseball that Martinez just hammered into the monster seats.
Kid's lucky because he usually hits it over everything and nobody gets it.
Some season for JD Martinez. By the way, he's now been on base in 38 consecutive games at Fenway, the longest by a Red Sox hitter in the last 10 years. And the catch is worth a look. Very nicely done. That's a heck of a day now. You've got great seats to begin with, right? And then you make a play on a JD Martinez home run in the monster seats. Not bad. 2-2. Lunging, little looper toward right. Smith with the catch, 1 away. Jackie Bradley next. You and I were talking about the possibility that Gaviglio might leave early, and here comes his manager. And he's going to go to the pen right here and bring on the lefty. So a pitching change is the right-hand starter, Sam Gaviglio.
Right, Reggie going to show the pitches, sped up, don't worry about it, but we want you to look at the screen here and kind of take us through what's going on in the dugout, what's going through your mind as these pitches are coming in.
So we know he has a good fastball going. He's going to elevate right here. You know, we get another pitch here. We want that pitch, change up down in the zone. He fouls it off, fastball up in the zone, and that's the pitch right there. That was a good changeup, back-to-back changeup. He's able to foul it off, and he kept fouling up quality fastballs up. Then the changeup, another changeup here. He's looking for the fastball. He's just, and he's right now that his power zone right now, down in zone. He's able to put a good at bat. We're talking in the dugout. I'm like, I asked Renicky, what do you think he's throwing here? He's like, fastball up. I say, no, he's throwing a changeup, and we were wrong. He threw a fastball down in zone, and he put a great swing on it. His reaction was awesome. The dugout was going nuts, and obviously this place was going nuts.
It's interesting to me, too, Eck, that Alex Cora mentioned the reaction of Mookie Betts more than once. He did it in the post-game presser. He did it again yesterday with the media and with Tom Caron. And I think he was very appreciative of it and wants to see more of that kind of stuff.
I guess he likes to see it. And maybe in fact, he had said that a lot of the guys don't want to, you know, do anything, that most of the guys are humble and they don't want to show anybody up.
And Mookie Betts certainly is.
Right, and I believe that, but you have to react. I mean, you're only human. I mean, those moments don't happen that much in a lifetime, you know, the build up for that, and I don't blame him at all, and I'd like to see more of it.
That's great for baseball. Tim Meza coming out of the bullpen with the bases empty, but a home run by JD Martinez moments ago has given the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. Bradley struck out in the second.
I mean, this is like almost a Dave Henderson home run in the '86 playoffs. He stumbles right there, but that doesn't take anything away from it. Just don't want him to hurt himself with a 360 spin.
When I saw it, and I got to tell you, I wasn't watching it initially, his reaction. I was watching a flight of the baseball.
Yeah.
And he knew it instantaneously, of course. But I was shocked he didn't take a tumble. He's such an amazing athlete. He was twisting and turning and he was pumping. I thought he'd go down on that.
And he has had that angle, like that lean he has when he runs, doesn't he?
Yes.
Pointing back at the dugout, sort of.
1-2. Fouled off by Jackie. Nunez on deck.
You know, we've seen him hit a lot of high fastballs earlier this year. Remember a couple balls to dead center field that we were amazed about how he can get on top of a high fastball. But as Cora was saying, that's his ball. That ball down, fastball down.
Boy, did he lean on it. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Jackie Bradley 0 for 2. 2 men out in the Red Sox 4th inning. You and I were talking instant replay, the effect it's had on baseball, good, bad, however you feel about that. A gentleman on Twitter had a great reaction. He said, for you guys talking about this, I've got 2 words for you. Armando Galarraga. You remember he lost a perfect game because of an umpire's blown call at first base.
Right?
Jim Joyce, that's right, who was actually in tears the next day.
Yeah, when they, you know, go to home plate the next day and hand out the cards.
Well, Galarraga came out with the lineup card, which I thought was really classy.
Yeah, that was so classy.
And Joyce had, you know, time to be around home plate, and he was in tears because he missed the call. He's a great umpire too.
I'll never forget that too, because, you know, as an umpire in that situation, you're not supposed to anticipate, but aren't you supposed to anticipate an out? Come on, it's a perfect game. The last out. What are you doing?
And it really wasn't that close.
No.
You know, not to pile on him.
No,
He's a terrific umpire.
not at all. Great umpire.
But it's a very intelligent comment. You know, that wouldn't have happened. Popped into right, racing out Gurriel, and he'll make the play over the shoulder. To retire the side, JD Martinez got his number 29, his 80th RBI, and the Red Sox are on the board here in Game 3 with Toronto. at Fenway Park on Monday, July 30, and receive a Grateful Dead Red Sox t-shirt as part of a special ticket package. You can order your tickets right now at redsox.com/Grateful Dead. Fifth inning coming your way, 1-0. Red Sox have the lead on the Martinez solo home run in the monster seats. Meanwhile, Eduardo Rodriguez has been taking care of business on the mound. He's allowed only 3 hits. Working at a very nice clip. A bunt attempt. The left-hander bare hands, fires, and gets him. 1 away. Smith Jr. gone.
Erod makes that play, pounces on it. I think he bare hands it and makes it easy play. Anytime anybody bunts, yeah, he barehanded it and made a nice play, made it look easy.
So that'll send up Grichuk, who has moved from right field over to center field, with Pilar having to exit because of an apparent injury. Grichuk with St. Louis last year hit 22 home runs. Back in 16 he hit 24. But he also batted only .238 for the Cardinals. Broken bat pop on the infield, and Swihart there to make that catch. 2 down.
Hey, Red Sox fans, help us out by taking a quick survey about where and how you use NESN Go. You'll have a chance to win 2 Red Sox Yankee tickets to a game in August. Visit NESN.com/survey to have a chance to win.
Diaz 0 for 1, struck out first time up. Rodriguez is getting a lot of quick outs.
I'll tell you what, he looks good. He looks like just smooth. He's in command of all the counts. So he only had 3 balls on maybe 1 guy.
0-2.
It just seems effortless with him.
Bidding for his 12th win. The 0-2. Ground ball to the middle, but Brock Holt is there to stab it. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. Anniversary to those two. Get emergency care without leaving the ballpark at the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center First Aid Station. That's behind section 12 of the lower concourse. Beth Israel Deaconess, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. James Finley right there. That is one handsome dude.
He's got a nice family, huh? Pretty family.
Yeah, beautiful family. Huge Red Sox fans. And enjoying the afternoon, 1-0. Red Sox have the lead at the midway point. Swihart, Leone, and Lynn up against the left-hander Mesa. We mentioned that Grichuk used to play in St. Louis. So did you. Did you enjoy your time there?
I did. I really did. We almost won the first year I was there, '96. One game away from the World Series. You know, unexpected when I got there too. '96. They turned over everything. Joe Torre was the manager the year before. Let's see what happens here. Oh.
Carter, someone's got to make that play.
See, that can't happen.
I don't get the reaction at all. Like you don't make the play, it rolls, but somebody saved it. Guys do a great job
That's
up there.
Who it is. I see those guys every once in a while. I don't know who they are.
Well, that's John Carter. Yeah, John's about 7 feet tall. I'm surprised. And the 0-2 a little bit high. Was the guys in charge of all the in-stadium entertainment that you see at Fenway, which is marvelous stuff. When you come to the ballpark, 2-2. Line into right, fairly well hit, but Smith there. Blake Swihart gone. He is 0 for 2 today.
Tomorrow, 12:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live presented by DCU. Adam, Jim, and Steve will preview the matchup between Marcus Stroman and Brian Anderson. Excuse me, Brian Johnson. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
Who's the Brian?
Who's Brian Anderson?
Well, Brian Anderson's the outstanding announcer.
Yeah, and there's a
BA.
guy,
yeah.
There's another guy that plays for the Marlins, Brian Anderson.
There you go. So we could go right on down the list. That's all you were thinking about. All those guys. Sandy Leone.
Except for the guy that's supposed to be.
Except for the guy throwing.
Anyway, he's pitching tomorrow.
Yeah, Brian Johnson's pitching.
Brian Johnson's pitching tomorrow.
Sandy with a fly to right, 0 for 1. Santos going in their bullpen. So you may see 6 or 7 relievers again today for manager John Gibbons, just as we saw yesterday. Red Sox hoping to have a 4.5 game lead at the end of play tonight. The Yankees play Cleveland this evening. Wave and a miss. 2-2. Toronto onto the second man in Mesa. And wrap foul. Red Sox could finish their schedule before the All-Star break with a record of 68-30. They win today and tomorrow. Could use some more offense today. It has already been an amazing, I hesitate to say first half because it's way beyond the first half point technically. And he struck him out swinging. Sandy Leone 0 for 2 and 2 away in the 5th. MLB.TV All-Star Sale is here for $39.99. You can watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand, all supported by your favorite devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Zue Lin took a walk in the 3rd. Again, trying to bust out of an 0 for 26 at the major league level. Quickly 0-2.
The old funky swing. I'll tell you what, he came up last year and did a nice job. I mean, he didn't come back and forth. They were ham and egg, and Marrero and him at third base for about a month there. They did a nice job. Good defensive player. Like you said, swinging the bat so good in AAA.
You know, last year held his own with the Red Sox at 268, 25 games. I think he surprised some people. And there's a base hit into right field.
Talked it to it.
So he snaps that 0 for 26 with a single between first and second.
I bet the ranch.
You did, and you came up aces.
Thank you. Look at that. Hit this. This is a tough little pitcher. Slider away, goes and hooks it. Found a hole. That's how you do it.
Pete Walker out there to talk with his pitcher. Mookie Betts will be the next man up. 2 for 2 today as the beat goes on for Betts. Mookie with a single in the first, another in the third. So look at that batting average now up to 361.
He doesn't need an all-star break, huh?
Doesn't want one.
No.
There are plenty of guys on this club who don't. JD Martinez has blasted his 29th home run. He's driven in his 80th run of the season. But so far that is the offense outside of Betts' 2 hits. Nunez has a single. Lynn now the base hit. Two away. And it's 2-0. Mookie with a pair of triples last night on the heels of the grand slam the night before. And he had those triples in his first 2 at bats. The last Red Sox hitter to triple in each of his first 2 at bats of a game. You'll never bet on this. David Ortiz. So now they're going to walk him.
A lot of footage on these triples last night. This ball one hops the 420 sign out there. Easy triple for Mookie, and the next time up, this ball is almost a home run. He missed it by inches off the center field fence. I might be the dent right there.
I think it was
closely.
Yeah. Oh, so close. 2 triples and a base hit. He also took a walk. On base all night. Here's Brock Holt, 2 down, first and second.
This guy fastball slider, big tall left-hander, comes from the side a little bit. 96 on the fastball, and then you saw the slider there.
And the left-hander with the 0-1. He wouldn't bite. Brock Holt has done very nice work against lefties. Coming into play today, 355. 11 out of 31. 1-2. We're in the shades. The sun is hiding again. Raining in Chicago. Kansas City and the White Sox are delayed. Tampa Bay, Minnesota, they're underway in the Twin Cities. Second inning, 0-0. Tampa Bay 2 games over 500. He thought about it, but he held off 2-2. Our mutual pal, the great Rick Sutcliffe, has just texted in. He loves the job you're doing on these reads.
Oh, that guy, I'm telling you.
He thinks you have been sensational with these reads. He's very impressed. Very impressed. You guys go way back.
Yeah, we go way back. When he was a star.
I go way back with Suddy.
Yeah.
In the booth. Great partner. 2-2. And And he would not offer there. Good take. 3-2. So now a full count with 2 down and 2 aboard.
2-2 pitch. He's going to miss here with the high fastball. A little action time here. Not necessarily time to party, but something's going to happen. At least it gets the fans going, doesn't it? It's like they get it. It's 3-2. Everybody's running. Let's go.
Runners take off, and he struck him out. He got him with a swing and a miss, strike 3. Side retired and 2 left. Years to extend their commitment to helping people lead tobacco-free lives. Learn more at cbshealth.com/be-the-first. Foul ball off the bat. Luke Mailey, the number 9 hitter. Eduardo Rodriguez very sharp through 5 innings. No runs, just 3 hits. He hasn't walked a soul. Using his changeup very effectively. And we've seen him hit 95.
Boy, he looks good. He really does. It's like he's just on top of his game. Confidence galore. He's rolling.
As mentioned, he's been outstanding in the daytime. 4-0 with a 2.25 in daytime starts this year. Mailey hit the ball deep into right center field. First time up, way out there, but Mookie Betts tracked it down. Actually made it look fairly routine. Gurriel on deck. 3-2.
Hadn't had that many 3-ball counts today, too, which is not like him. He usually has a lot of those. Pitch count looks great. 65 up till now. Yes.
That's in there. Strike 3. Pinned him to the plate. 1 gone.
Just make a pitch. 3-2 backdoor. Little cutter on the outside corner. Perfect pitch. Right there. Slices the outside corner.
Gurriel has one of the 3 hits, a single in the first inning, actually leading off the ball game. He's also struck out. Rolls that one off the glove and then picked up, throw to first base behind the pitcher. Now he's tangled up with the runner and they both go down. And Gurriel in some pain, and so is Rodriguez around first base on a wild play. Swihart bobbled it initially, was able to collect it before it hit the ground, but the throw was behind Eduardo Rodriguez, and those two got tangled.
I have to see this again because I don't know what hit what. Gurriel's holding his head, but you see this play by Swihart. It kicks off and he catches it barehanded, but he throws a seed. Yeah, it looked like his left foot caught Gurriel on the head. Watch it right there at the end.
Yep. Knocked the helmet off. They're both on their feet. Well, that could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, that was. See, the kick came real late.
Pointing to the back of that ear. That's going to be a base hit. And another Toronto Blue Jay being examined by the training staff. They've already lost Pilar today.
Swihart, you know, missed it. Originally missed it, and the ball kicked up, and he got it on his bare hand. I think he just hurried up a little too much and threw it so hard here. Watch the ball pop up. He catches it with his bare hand. Beautiful. Turns to throw it, and he puts a little too much on it behind Erod, and then he jumps and he kicks him with his left foot.
Yep. Eduardo's a big soccer fan. That's not a kick that he wants to have in his repertoire there. And we'll see if he's all right now.
And you've got to have a perfect throw when you're on the run like that. I mean, you're going as fast as you can, especially for a left-handed pitcher. They never seem to get over there real early. They have a late start a lot.
Yeah, this is about pushing off. So Gurriel back at first base, wearing a helmet. He appears to be all right. As mentioned, Pilar, their outstanding defensive center fielder, had to leave the ball game after a spectacular diving rolling catch.
Something's wrong here. Because he would be, if he felt good, he'd just get on the mound and go. So he's done.
He's coming out. So Eduardo Rodriguez cannot continue after the play at first base, and the Red Sox going to have to go to the bullpen. Nobody warming up out there.
I hope it's not his knee that he had operated on. You just never know. It's hard to.
And a real shame the way he's been throwing the ball.
Oh, he threw the ball great today. Had great command. I mean, he was on a roll, really, the last 3 games. What's he got here? Like almost 19 consecutive unscored innings.
Major League Baseball and the Red Sox. Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Your local New England Ford dealers. William Ravis Real Estate, the official realtor of the Boston Red Sox. And by Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. Red Sox forced into a pitching change they did not want to have to make. Eduardo Rodriguez has to step aside after a bit of a collision at first base with Gurriel. We'll give you another look. Keith Hembree now continuing his warm-up tosses.
All we see is the kick on the head with the left foot. But
that right ankle. See that roll?
The right ankle.
Yep.
Right.
That rolled pretty seriously as he went tumbling over. You mentioned the right knee injury. The knee that had him out earlier in the season after that surgery. Well, Hembree making his 40th appearance, 4-1, 396 earned run average. He's been very tough. Got the first 2 outs of the 8th inning on Wednesday night against Texas. Then had a rocky time after that. He allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, but he had been pitching great up until then.
Well, they used him every which way. This doesn't really surprise him. He's come in early in games, late in games. Consistently comes out with good velocity. But he had a tough time with left-handed hitters last year. Not the case this year.
Well, we'll get you an update on Eduardo Rodriguez and his status as soon as we can. Red Sox have a 1-0 lead here in the 6th inning. Rodriguez had been pitching tremendously well. Solarte has struck out and grounded out. And he's got a man at first and 1 away.
Like I said, Hembree's given up a 204 average against left-handed hitters this year. Totally opposite of last year.
Solarte likes to swing for the fences too. He's hit 16. Played in the 2017 World Baseball Classic for Venezuela.
Blue Jays don't run. 28 steals on the season. Second to last in the league.
Sox have not turned a double play today. We are in the top of the 6th inning. And the 1-0 to Solarte. Loop foul.
Big swing.
Well, you know, the other thing that is disappointing with Rodriguez being forced out of the ball game, he'd been doing such a good job with his pitch count today. Only 67 pitches.
Yeah, of all days.
And his tempo was terrific.
Great.
He pitched long enough to qualify for a win, but it's up to the bullpen. He tried to hold the appeal, and that's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, I thought he did too. Slider down and in. He couldn't hold up. He's not happy. Things biting inside. He does not hold up. Ooh. I can understand why he's a little upset.
1-2 runner goes, and a ground ball to first. That'll be snatched up by Swihart. He'll touch the base for the out. Down to second moves Gurriel with 2 down.
Yeah, thank goodness the Swihart's holding on the runner. That ball's right down the line. Thursday on July 19th, Star Boxing's on Nesson. See Joe the Beast Smith Jr.'s epic return to the ring. Plus check out Providence's own Kaylee Reese. Don't miss Nesson Star Boxing Night on Thursday, July 19th at 8 o'clock on Nesson. Brought to you by buyatoyota.com, Toyota's website for deals.
Another star of that show is our man Jemai Webster.
Oh yeah.
Called a play-by-play on it. Here's Hernandez. He's got 0 for 2. A strikeout, a fly to center. Red Sox up 1-0 and a J.D. Martinez home run. His 29th. Two away for the number 3 hitter, and that's a ball outside. With that home run by J.D. Martinez, he has taken over the major league lead again by 1 over Jose Ramirez of Cleveland. Judge has 25. Lindor, the Indians, with 25. Trout has 25. Embry falling behind on Hernandez, and the 2-0. That's a strike. Right on the edge. For the Sox in the bottom half of the 6th inning, Martinez, Bogaerts, and Bradley are due up. Two and two. Toronto with a 43-50 record. They're 21.5 behind the Red Sox. Probably going to be fairly active at the trade deadline. If they can be, they get a couple of key guys out with injuries. I think that they would like to move.
Probably like to move Donaldson, right? But he's still hurt.
He could be of real value for someone in contention when he is healthy.
See all fastballs here by Embry.
He's gone to 3-2 on Hernandez. Smoke on deck.
He's not afraid to throw that slider 3-2 now.
And he missed badly with that, so that's going to be ball 4. Put him on at 1st and 2nd, and the dangerous Smoke is next.
That's why it's hard to go to your slider when you've thrown 5 fastballs. It just is. He had no feel for it, didn't want to hang it, so he just yanked it outside. Not even close. And here comes Smoke.
And here comes Levangie. Smoke with a pair of home runs last night.
This guy scares me, man. He came in here hot and he's still hot. A couple home runs last night.
There's no question he is a power source for Toronto. He's an 8-game hitting streak, and he's 12 for 29 during it with power.
Well, you see the home runs there, looking for a high fastball, and that was nothing. A nothing fastball by Porcello that he lost, and then slider there by Scott that he just lifts, barely gets out. Fenway home run, but still home runs from both sides of the plate.
Gurriel at 2nd and Hernandez at 1st with 2 away. So Embry trying to free himself from this. And he popped him up into center field. Jackie Bradley in on this, and that'll do it. Embry gets out of it and strands 2. Alvarado. Well, J.D. Martinez launching in the 4th inning, his 29th home run of the season. And that is all the scoring so far this afternoon. He's about to lead off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Luis Santos coming out of their bullpen. So he'll become the 3rd man to work. Gaviglio, the starter, went 3 1/3. Charged with the home run. So it'll be Martinez, Bogaerts, Bradley here for the Sox.
Yeah, Santos is a rookie. He's only had 4 appearances for them. You see the high ERA. Fastball, curveball, slider. Throws 95, but has a tendency to throw more breaking balls.
J.D. Martinez reaching 80 runs batted in with that homer. And he'll look at strike 1 at 91. J.D. leading the majors in RBI by 11 more than anybody else. And has 9 more total bases than anybody else. He's going to have the most total bases by a Red Sox hitter before the All-Star break in team history, passing the great Jim Rice in 1978. And down he goes, a swing and a miss, strike 3 on the change.
Boy, 2 good changeups back to back in good spots. It's got to be tough for a guy haven't faced a guy like that. You're looking for gas and you get off speed stuff back to back out front.
Xander Bogaerts has struck out, flied out. He's 0 for 2. 1 run on 5 hits for Boston. Nothing across on 4 hits for Toronto. One of the oddities of last night's game, the Blue Jays won it convincingly, but they also made 4 errors. You don't see that every day. When you win a ball game despite a lot of defensive mistakes.
A couple of plays at the plate, you know, 1 hop to Martin. Remember, he missed 2 balls that, you know, not to say he should have caught them, but had a lot to do with that inning.
That's right. One of those was charged on the center fielder. One of those throws. This guy has had a very solid defensive season, hadn't he? Just 5 errors for Xander Bogaerts.
I like his power numbers. I like him that he's attacking it.
Chop to third. Backhander Solarte straddling the line, and he'll get him. 2 down. Time for a game break now. Brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store, the Boston Red Sox. Here's Tom Caron. Tom, thanks so much.
Looked like Archer back on the mound. He's been missing in action for a while.
Right. Jackie is 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts today, and a swinging bunt foul. In fact, the most we have heard from Chris Archer in recent days was, I thought, the very spirited defense he put up for Blake Snell, his rotation mate, who was snubbed from the All-Star team.
Yeah, good from him. You know, he's being a good teammate, Johnny teammate.
He was also dead on.
Yes.
He was 100% accurate. Snell is one of the top 2 or 3 pitchers the Red Sox have seen all year.
Well, we've got Brock Holt carrying a big fat head around for Benintendi. That didn't work.
For the fan vote. Well, I'm sure it worked. I mean, he did finish second, but Gene Segura won it. A fan vote for Seattle, picked up by Gurriel.
Work.
Well, I guess in the long run. You're a tough critic. 1, 2, 3. They go. Real fruit juice and real refreshing in the classic flavors you love. Original lemonade and strawberry. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. It's a limited time offer. Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien, and Jemai Webster with you from Fenway. Tight one here, 1-0 as we go to the 7th. Sox in front on the Martinez home run. Joe Kelly right back out there. Rough outing last night. Faced 3 batters in the 8th. Gave up 3 runs. Alex Cora getting him right back onto the hill.
Yeah, didn't throw a lot of pitches last night. Hit the first batter with the first pitch. Gave up a couple of hits on changeups, and that was kind of a head scratcher. Not that he, doesn't have success throwing changeups, but when he throws the ball that hard, it's easy to second guess. And a guy with 100 miles an hour throwing changeups. You see last night the first pitch, breaking ball, not even close. My goodness. Maybe he didn't feel the fastball last night, but that ball's up out over the plate there to Solarte, and then the changeup to Smoke that he hits the right field, and he was gone.
2-0 to Morales. That's a strike. Back to the heater at 95. Took a little something off it. Well, if you were not with us, Eduardo Rodriguez was really mowing him down, pitching a dandy of a game, but had a bit of a collision at first base with the base runner Gurriel. Looked like he turned his right ankle. Talking about Eduardo, when he came down, looked like he rolled it after jumping over him and kicked him. Actually,
tough play. The throw is behind him, so he reaches back, doesn't get it, and then he's got to kind of leap over him, and his right ankle kind of twisted at the end of that play.
And that was the knee that was surgically repaired. That one torched into right field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Betts cuts it, but Morales quickly on with a hit and hit it quite hard to lead off the 7th.
Once again, off-speed curveball cost him a base hit. Not that you have to gas everybody, but sometimes I wonder if they're looking off-speed. It's right in his happy zone. That ball's a little farther down. He might have launched that ball.
So here's Dwight Smith Jr. Tried to bunt his way on last time, but Rodriguez threw him out. And that's the reason Lynn is in at third. No bunt here, and he'll take ball 1.
Got the slowest guy in the history of the world on first base too. Always got to pick a spot to pinch run for him. I know it's the 7th inning, but you don't want his speed to cost you a run.
It's a great point as a manager's call, but you also lose his bat.
Yes.
If you take him out to run. So tough decision in there for a strike. Also an interesting call to bring Joe Kelly into this game.
It was.
In a 1-0 game.
Well, the thing is, he didn't burn him last night. That was a quick outing. Wasn't very successful.
Yeah, he only threw 8 pitches. One.
Well, he's going to earn his money in this appearance today, Kelly.
Here's the 2-1 to Smith. High fly twisting down the left field line. That one heading for the wall. That's well hit, and it's off the monster. It bounces away from Martinez. Here comes the run of Morales into third, and it'll pull up there, and that'll be a double for Smith, and more trouble for Kelly. Second and third, nobody out.
Boy, wrong place. I'll tell you, perfectly placed down the left field line. We've seen Smith hit a rope down the right field line for a home run. Now he's late on a fastball that was up. And he takes a good look at it. This ball is way up off the wall, perfectly placed, and JD has a tough time getting to it. Second and third, nobody out. Trouble.
And the Red Sox are going to get Barnes going.
I mean, I'll tell you, Morales would have a tough time on a ground ball contact.
Grichuk with a double. He's also popped up.
I mean, they're giving him the run, but we saw last night when Gurriel tried to throw out Mookie at the plate. Remember, on a ground ball to short, so it's not a given.
1-0. Stopped by Leon. And part of the problem, falling behind.
Yeah, no command.
Another 2-0 count.
I mean, it starts with fastball, man. It starts with command of a fastball. When you try to have 4 pitches sometimes out of the bullpen, it's hard to have. You need 2.
In there, 98. He's always got that.
Always got that.
So Granderson starting to limber up.
Grichuk just trying to make contact here. Ground balls ties this game.
Kelly's 2-1. Hard ground ball picked off. That'll freeze the runner at third, and a nice scoop by Swihart over at first base. So despite a hot smash, Lynn equal to that, and Swihart helped him.
Oh, that's living right there. I'll tell you what, that's the only place with the velocity that he hit this ball with. Nice pick by Lynn. Freezes the runner. He can't go anywhere. That ball's a bullet, and he gets it out. Boy, that's living right.
So the runners have to freeze at second and third. Big first out brings up Diaz, who has struck out and grounded to second. Ground ball deep short. Runner trying to score. Bogarts goes to first and gets him there as Morales slides in at the plate. And this game is tied at 1. So Diaz will pick up the RBI. Runner down to third with 2 away.
Boy, looking for really a pop up or a punch out, and once again a hard ground ball. But they were so willing to give up the run. Just don't want to give up 2. Fastball middle. And Diaz makes pretty solid contact, but that's all they needed. Ground ball. I thought Bogarts kind of glanced at Smith running to third base, but took the out at first.
Here's Mailey. He's lined to right, struck out. Go ahead run at third, and that'll miss downstairs. And Kelly with a 2-0. Breaking ball up. Let's toss it to Jemai.
Well, Dave, Red Sox just confirming to us that Eduardo Rodriguez has a right ankle sprain, and that was the view from my point of view as I saw him get his left leg hung up on Gurriel, and the brunt of his weight was on the right leg as he turned there. So Red Sox say right ankle sprain for Eduardo Rodriguez.
All right, Jemai, thank you very much. Here's the 3-0 pitch.
Jeez.
And nothing close there. He walks Mailey, so that put him on the corners for Gurriel and bring out the manager.
Yeah, he's got to get him.
Single, double, a walk, a run in to tie the ball game on a ground out.
Well, he didn't throw a changeup today, so that's not the problem. It's just command, really, more than anything else.
It's been a bit of a mystery for Joe because he had such a long run of success and then got roughed up and then went 4 scoreless performances. You figured he was back again, but these last couple have been difficult for him. So the Sox are going to go to the bullpen. Barnes coming in.
Barnes is coming in a lot of times like this over the course of this season and done a nice job with traffic on the bases.
So tied up 1-1. Toronto trying to push across the go-ahead run. Let's go to Jemai.
Well, Dave, it won't be a complete all-star break for Red Sox lefty Drew Pomeranz as he's scheduled for another rehab assignment on Wednesday. And Sox manager Alex Cora was talking about the reports that he's been getting from down there on Pomeranz, and he spoke about that earlier this afternoon.
Velocity is not up. It's been 89, 90, I think. Inconsistent with the breaking stuff. I read something about yesterday, a 3-0 count. Somebody swung at a 3-0 count, hit a home run. Well, they swing at 3-0 counts here at the big league level too. So I think with Drew, it's all about timing and mechanics. Honestly, that's why he's going to go out there and pitch on Wednesday, and he knows it. He knows he has to get it right before he gets here. It's very important. It's very important. We saw what he did last year with this team, and we need the good Drew Pomeranz, the guy that can repeat his delivery and he can be consistent with his breaking ball.
And Pomeranz has been on the disabled list since June 5th with that left biceps tendonitis. No doubt looking to get back up here and improve on his 1-3 record. He's got a 6.81 earned run average right now.
That's a big year for him. He's a free agent at the end of the season. That's one thing. More importantly, at the moment, what he could mean to the Red Sox down the stretch. He said he felt really good. He felt really good. The results weren't necessarily there, but it was the best he's felt on rehab.
Well, it's all about mechanics with him. Guy's 6'6", whatever, and if he can find it, it will come. But I don't know how long it's going to take. Meanwhile, we got Barnes coming into this game. He's had 11 inherited base runners this year, and nobody has scored. So he's done a nice job in these situations.
Now Kelly leaving behind first and third. They both belong to him with 2 down. Run up there to make it 1-1. Kind of an underwater cut there by Gurriel. Now he was the man involved in that pseudo collision at first base with Eduardo Rodriguez, and again he's out with a sprained ankle. And the X-rays were negative, as Jemai reported.
He's just anxious, man. He got a high fastball and he wanted to go to work on it. Couldn't handle it. Go up there again.
He's 2 for 3, and in that 6th inning play for his troubles, he got a base hit and a kick in the head.
Kind of worry with that 12-6 curveball right here, guy in third, because you have to bury it. You can't just try to get it over. I mean,
you really have to trust your catcher.
Yes, totally.
Of course, he's the one calling the pitch. Here's the 1-1. Runner at first goes. And a bounding ball through the hole for a base hit. That'll chase in Smith. Down to third base is Maile. And Toronto has their first lead of the ball game, now 2-1.
Well, you got to give Gibbons credit. Go right there, hit and run. Catcher running at first base, and you know you're going to get a high fastball. He gets a high fastball and he makes contact, gets on top of it. That is a great piece of hitting in that situation. Big hole there on the right hand side, and Maile goes all the way to third. First and third, 2-1.
And the batter Solarte has gone 0 for 3 today. 2 runs, 7 hits for the Blue Jays, 1 run, 5 hits for Boston. And the first one from Barnes in there for strike 1 with the hook.
That isn't his good hook, that's for sure. That's just a get me over hook. Still nicely done. You just hope they don't swing. That's very hittable.
Wasn't tempted. 1-1. First 2 Toronto hitters in the inning. Morales and Smith Jr. had hits. They have both scored. And the Blue Jays are up a run. Bit of a breeze out toward left. Here's the 1-1. Good stop.
That stop way. Luckily, that ball bounces back towards Leon. Didn't stay down. Another hook coming. Unless he changed it.
Went after it, 2-2. Been a long time since the Red Sox have lost 2 consecutive games. You have to go back to June 19th and 20th. They're 15-3 in their last 18.
Gonna gas him here.
2-2. And he did. Rising heat. He struck him out, but Toronto now has the lead 2-1. Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever this summer. Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. Kenyon Grills, the official grill of the Boston Red Sox. And by Poland Spring Sparkling, real spring water and refreshing bubbles. Middle of the 8th, 2-1. Toronto has the lead. They have out hit the Sox 7-5. Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien, Jemai Webster from Fenway. Santos staying on for Toronto for Nunez, Swihart, and Leon. Red Sox only run a solo home run by J.D. Martinez in the 4th inning. That's been it. And Santos, the right-hander, to deal.
Yeah, what we saw of Santos last inning, he has a good changeup. Didn't see that 95 velocity, and then we just saw a slider right there.
Nunez 1 for 2, base hit in the 2nd. Loop loosening. And the Toronto bullpen. Fly ball into left field, hangs up though. Hernandez is under. Doesn't have to move very much. 1 gone.
Yeah, tonight at 10 p.m. on NESN Sports Today, we'll have a full recap of today's Sox games, plus highlights from the New York Yankees and Cleveland Indians game. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is as helpful as the people.
Blake Swihart 0 for 2. Hit the ball pretty hard last time up. He ripped a liner to right that was caught. 1 away, base is empty. And he's got himself a base hit. Punch through the right side, so he's 1 for 3 now. Attacking early, he's got a single.
It's amazing they don't play him to pull whatsoever. You get so used to left-handed hitters, have everybody playing them to pull, and there was a huge hole there. Look at the size of this hole. Normally there's always somebody sitting there.
Swihart is a guy, as everybody knows, who can run.
Yes.
Leon handles the bat well. Red Sox have done a great job picking their spots. As far as stolen bases, they lead the American League in success rate, about 84%.
And they're not afraid to hit and run, the Red Sox. Got to have the right guys, like you said.
Lynn on deck, and the 0-1. Blocked by Maley.
Santos doesn't take that long to deliver it either.
Be a genie up in that bullpen as well, right-hander. One. Little pop up down the line. That one drifting into foul ground. Out of the range of Solarte.
Boy, that was almost a beautiful thing, huh? Little dorker hit fair territory and go into the seats. That screen almost lets you not be able to do something like that. You have to hit it far enough down the line to shoot back into the seats. Look at this thing. And you see it kick off the screen.
So it's 1-2 on Leon with Swihart the base runner, one away. Runner goes, and a high fly into left field, but not terribly deep.
They just deked him to death, didn't they? Look at this.
Here comes the throw. Swihart had no idea how that happened.
Well, they just deked him all. Oh my goodness.
He gets doubled up, and there's no reason that should happen.
Didn't know where the ball was.
Wow. Double play, retires the side on a base running mistake. By the second baseman.
Well, it starts with having your head down running to second base. He didn't know where the ball was. All he saw was the shortstop deking him.
Well, a double play, and that's all for the Red Sox as we go to the 8th inning. Take another look.
Yeah, check this out. Look, there's a pop up to left field, but he doesn't know. He has no idea. He just sees the shortstop faking him out like it's going to be a double play ball. He just didn't know where the ball was. He had his head down when he was trying to steal. You don't see that happen every day.
gratefully. Hernandez 0 for 2. He's also taken ball 4. One and 2 to count. Well, the Red Sox have a couple of things to overcome today. Another one is Eduardo Rodriguez having to step aside because of an injury, sprained ankle after 5 1/3 innings. He was sailing along.
Well, you hope it's not really serious. I mean, but you know, ankle sprains can be really bad. I mean, they could take a while. I mean, you got these 10 days between starts. That could help.
Yeah, no question. If you're going to have something come up like that right before the All-Star break for 4 days. But the best you can hope for. 2 runs on 7 hits for Toronto, a run on 6 hits for the Red Sox. Neither side has made an error.
So if he throws a curveball here, 3-2, he doesn't want to walk him, but the guy is not a very good breaking ball hitter.
Talked about Eduardo Rodriguez. Here's his pitching line, brought to you by Ace Ticket.
Boy, what 13 2/3 coming in of shutout ball. You add 5 1/3 to it. He looked good today. Didn't walk anybody, head in the count a lot.
And he was only at 67 pitches at the time of the injury. Punch foul, still 3-2 on Hernandez. Smoke on deck. Only a 1-run game. Defense never rests.
Still got a beer in his hand, one-handed grab.
Mile high fly ball into left, but not all that deep. Martinez under. That is out number 1 in the 8th.
Yeah, tomorrow at noon, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abood. Available at Men's Warehouse. Adam, Jim, and Steve will break down Eduardo Rodriguez's start.
Justin Smoke to climb in. He's 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs, a fly out as the cleanup man. With Morales next. He has seen Barnes 9 times. His 2 hits, 1 is a homer. But Barnes has also struck him out 5 times.
Started him off with a split finger, which we don't see many of.
Oh, 0-1 up top at 98. That'll get your attention. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Red Sox have due up Lynn, Betts, and Holt. In all likelihood against Joe Biagini. 1-1 right through it. That popped him in.
Yeah, that ball's right by him. He can't catch up with a good fastball belt. He likes balls down.
2-2. Kendrys Morales on deck. He scored their first run of the game in the 7th inning. That, of course, after Eduardo Rodriguez had departed. He singled against Joe Kelly. Smith doubled. And eventually Diaz would drive in a run with a ground out, and Gurriel with a base hit would drive in a go-ahead run.
Another split finger. 2 of them to the same hitter.
So full count here on Justin Smoke. With a shift on and a wave and a miss. He couldn't contain himself. He fans. 2 gone.
Yeah, good curveball there by a 3-2 curveball by Barnes. And he just couldn't hold up, looking for something else and cannot hold up. Kind of a half swing. Made him look bad.
Two out in front of Kendrys Morales. A single, a ground out, another single. So 2 for 3. Switch hitter. Red Sox have one more visit up to Toronto, which will be in August, second week of August. Well, he's fooling them with it.
Man, some funny swings. That was a split finger. Yeah, that's the third one he's thrown. Feeling good about it, huh? Just enough off of it. Looks like a fastball, and that's why you get that swing.
Two balls, 1 strike. Red Sox go on the road to begin the second half in Detroit and then on to Baltimore. A 6-game road trip before returning to Fenway July 26 against Minnesota. That'll be a 4-game series against the Twins. And the Phillies are in and the Yankees are in. The Yankees will be here for 4 games. That'll take us into August. That second half is going to fly by, the so-called second half.
Nice way to start the second half. You think about it, Detroit and Baltimore.
Two down, bases empty. The 2-2. He left it down low, and that'll fill the count.
Boy, I'll tell you that we've never seen that many split fingers. Going to gas him up. Nope.
And he missed away, ball 4. So Kendrys Morales is aboard for the 3rd time today. A 2-out walk. Smith Jr. next.
He's trying to throw him a fastball, paint him on the black, but that ball's outside. Sandy tries to pull it back a bit, but you're not going to get that.
Well, Smith has one of the key hits in the ball game, a double in the 7th inning, which would chase Morales down to 3rd. They would both score in that inning to put Toronto in front for the first time, 2-1. Both of the runs charged to Joe Kelly. Morales on, and the 0-1. 0-2.
Yeah, back-to-back hooks. A lot of off-speed stuff here by Barnes today. Curveball right there, strike.
Looking for the K here. Breaking ball low. Both the Red Sox and the Blue Jays have lost a key man. Pilar, their Gold Glove candidate center fielder, had to leave after making a diving and tumbling catch in center field. Eduardo Rodriguez forced out of the game for the Red Sox with a sprained right ankle. While leaping over a base runner at first base in the 6th inning. 1-2. Got a piece. Well, went back to number 1 at 96-97. Will he throw that breaking ball or the split again?
I don't think he'll go with that split anymore. He's thrown enough splits for a month right here.
Yeah, very unusual to see him throw that many.
Yeah, he's going to hook him again.
Morales off the bag at first. 2-2.
He just laid off that curveball. This is that put away. You want him to swing, obviously. Curveball. Guys
2-2.
Guys are tough at bat today.
Now a full count. We got the first two men. Fly ball and a strikeout. Got him fairly quickly, but now the walk. And a 3-2 on Smith.
Thrown a lot of pitches today. 34. He'll need 4 days off.
Runner goes on the 3-2, and he was not tempted enough. That's going to be ball 4. So back-to-back walks.
There's that split again.
Now Granderson will come in and run at second. So a run for Morales. And out comes Dana Levangie again. He's been out there several times today, as he was last night.
Catch a condensed 2-hour version of the Red Sox game at midnight at Sox and Two. Sox and Two is brought to you by Cumberland Farms, where you get an iced coffee for 99 cents, any size, any day.
So all of a sudden, difficulty for Barnes throwing strikes.
Gritchett hit a hard ground ball last time up that Zhu Wei Lin made a nice play on. They were going to give him the run. Everybody was playing back, but it was hit so hard that I guess it was Morales at third base couldn't score. He eventually did.
Brandon Workman and Bobby Pointer out there in the bullpen. Bobby has just rejoined the ball club. First and second with 2 gone. Grichuk with a double, a pop up, and a ground out. 1 for 3. And in it for strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way. Past him. 0-2.
Well, this ball's got something on it. He can't get there. Grichuk, this ball is by him. Little uppercut.
Looking to finish him here in the top half of the 8th and keep it 2-1. And he does. He put him away with the fastball. 2 men stranded. Plans include matchups with the Yankees and summer weekend games in some of the best seat locations at Fenway. For more information, go to redsox.com/premiumflex. Been a very quiet day for the Red Sox offensively. 1 run, 6 hits, and they're down 2-1. Biagini now out of their bullpen, trying to capitalize on that 5.79 ERA and a 3.09 batting average against him. Zue Lin has walked and singled. Then it's Mookie Betts and then Brock Holt scheduled to hit.
You know, they've had their way with Biagini when he was a starter. He had a better chance when he's relieved against the Red Sox. See that good curveball right over the top. Some bite on it. See that right over the top. He just wraps that thing.
Lynn, a 184 hitter. And down he goes, a swing and a miss, 94 miles an hour away. To strikeout time now for our tools of the trade, presented by Stanley.
You see Barnes last inning, he just came back and punched out Gritchett on 3 pitches. Curveball, fastball outside corner. Couldn't come at a better time.
1 out, bottom of the 8th inning for Mookie Betts. 2 singles and a walk today, an intentional pass in the 5th inning. A stout 361 tops in the major leagues.
Biagini looks pretty crisp.
Kimbrel and Workman now in the Red Sox pen. One strike pitch. Mookie ran his hitting streak to 12 in a row with that first inning base hit. Leads the Red Sox with 9 game-winning home runs. Passing J.D. Martinez by 1. A 1-1 from Biagini. Brock Holt next.
Mookie seeing the ball real well. Spits on that breaking ball.
He's a 409 hitter at Fenway this year. It was 409 before the 2 hits today. Now to count all his way, 3-1.
He went after him in that first pitch and hasn't come close since.
Sox down a run in the 8th. He has hit this guy very well. Sharply hit, diving play. Solarde, will he get him at first? And it skips on by. That was in and out of the Red Sox dugout and down to second. Mookie Betts. Solarde made a tremendous play, but Betts still winds up at second.
What a great play by Solarde to leave his feet and get this ball, but he knew he had no time. He had to get it over there in a hurry. Look at this. Headlong dive on a ball that's hit so hard. He gets up and he throws it, but he one-hops it too far in front of Smoke to make the pick. But what an effort by Solarde, huh? Whoa.
However, it's a base hit and an E5.
All of that and you get an E5. Ball goes into the dugout. Tough pick there by Smoke.
So Mookie Betts on base for the 4th time. 1 out, tying run at second for Brock Holt. With J.D. Martinez lurking on deck. Been kind of a lazy day offensively for the Sox. Now 7 hits. The 1-run Martinez supplied with the home run in the 4th. And Biagini with a 1-0. Betts takes off. It's a strike, and he dives into third with the theft. He is playing the game at another level.
Oh, absolutely. Just picks a perfect time to go. Even stuttered a little bit, but swiped him blind is what he did. Scoring position. Just need a sacrifice fly. Infield in.
Can make it out and tie the ball game if you're Brock Holt. Because of Betts. One and two.
Brock's trying to get this ball in play. Would be surprised if he throws him another breaking ball down.
Infield leaning in, and 1-2. And he missed with it. Not by much.
No, I thought he'd throw a breaking ball down, but this ball is just low. I mean, just low.
Martinez on deck. One away. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball, and the infield in will prevent that run from scoring. Mookie has to hold. Gurriel with the stab, and so 2 down.
Tough there. Tough at bat there by Brock Holt. A lot of breaking balls, and then he goes to the fastball, and he hits it right at Gurriel.
Well, here comes Walker, the pitching coach. Of course, first base is open.
Well,
but if you walk him, you bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
Right.
So a mound visit for Pete Walker, the pitching coach. See what they'll do with Martinez. Xander Bogaerts next. Home plate umpire Muchlinski out there to break it up.
You know, they have a way that they want to attack him, and they just are just going to go out there and reiterate that this is what you want to stay with. Because it's not any, to me, Bogaerts, you can't just pitch around, put him on. Because Bogaerts is damaged to me too. I mean, he's legitimate.
Tying run at third and Mookie Betts. But 2 down here in the 8th inning. And got a piece of that.
You know, that's the plan. The plan is you crowd him. But we've seen when they miss crowding him, he can hit it out of here.
Foul strike 1 on the check.
See this fastball, make sure it's in. Little check swing. We saw what Chavez did the other night with Texas. Threw him a sinker way inside. About 4 pitches later, tried to go in there again, and he hit it out.
Now Martinez has 1 hit and 4 at bats against Biagini. It's a home run. High fly, twisting down the right field line, pushing foul.
He didn't get it in there, but he couldn't do anything with it. He was trying to go back hard in. He kind of misses a little bit out over. Hello. Ooh, didn't he?
Biagini was fortunate.
Oh, yeah.
We have seen JD Martinez hit those .430.
Pitchers have a hard time consistently getting the ball in. They're a little frightened in there.
And the 0-2 pitch. Tried to check the appeal and no swing, said Adrian Johnson.
This is the pitch that he'll swing through sometimes high and away, but he checked. You can book how they try to get him out.
Betts creeping down the line. Here's the 1-2 now. They set up away and they get him. They struck him out. Give Biagini a lot of credit. He strikes out Martinez. The Red Sox strand Betts at third base.
Red Sox All-Star.
Anything you buy, get up to 60 months no interest with equal payments and no minimum. See Jordans.com for details. Well, the Red Sox missed an opportunity. They got Mookie Betts down to third base, but Brock Holt grounded out. JD Martinez struck out and could not get that tying run in. So here's Brandon Workman. He continues to throw the ball awfully well. His 18th appearance. Diaz, Maley, and Gurriel. That is 8, 9, and 1 due up here for Toronto.
Tune in tonight to NESN's news coverage for a preview of the MLB Home Run Derby and a breakdown of the All-Star Game. NESN's news coverage of the MLB All-Star Week is brought to you by Cross Insurance, where security meets strength.
Rattled toward third. To his left, it's Lynn to pick it. One away. 2 runs, 7 hits, an error for Toronto. A run, 7 hits, and no errors for Boston. That's Tyler Clippard, the veteran right-hander, working in their bullpen.
Boy, they miss Osuna. At some point, he's going to come back, so I heard. The young right-handed closer.
Red Sox come to 9th inning, have due up Bogarts, Bradley, Nunez. Maley 0 for 2 with a walk. He reached base in that 7th inning, which now has become the difference in the game because Toronto is down 1-0. Fly near the stands. Betts moving on over and can't get to it.
Thought he might leave his feet on that play. We've seen it all today.
Mookie, a very interested observer.
Yeah.
I think he was checking out to see if the fan was okay.
I mean, that would have been a topper, wouldn't it, if he goes diving in the stands to catch it? You know, after what he's done today, especially that steal was. Just interested, making sure the guy's all right. He's camping out over there.
0-2. Tomorrow afternoon, 1:05. Final game before the All-Star break. Brian Johnson against Marcus Stroman. Join us right here on NESN. Eck will then be winging it to California. I'll be headed to Cape Cod. 0-2.
The Vineyard.
Heading for the Vineyard. Like many others, I think.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Looking forward to that break and back at it soon enough. Can't wait for that second half. 1-2. Only 64 games. That's a swing and a miss.
Yes, he did.
Maley goes down. 2 up, 2 down here in the ninth.
Maley didn't like that. He thought he got away with it. May not have gone, but he takes a little peek saying, ah.
Lourdes Gurriel has 3 hits today. He's 3 for 4. We've talked about this impressive young player. He could be a real building block for Toronto. Standout athlete, play a couple of different positions.
He's the type of player that you just watch. Take infield, take batting practice. He's got the body for it too. He looks smooth at short.
Couldn't hold up, swing and a miss, 0-2.
He had the big hit, the hit and run, right? He got to that high fastball and hit it in the hole to right field. That was a huge hit.
Difference in the game, and made it 2-1, which is where we sit now here in the ninth. Bogarts, Bradley, Nunez for the Red Sox in the last of the ninth. And Workman trying to make it a 1-2-3. Makes it 2-2. It'll be Clippard in next. And Workman's 2-2, and he got him. Foul tip to the mid to strike him out. Red Sox looking for a walk-off win here at Fenway. Clippard coming on. For the Red Sox because of a turned ankle. He was pitching so well, as you can see. No earned runs, 5 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody. The only run the Red Sox had was in the 4th inning, a solo home run by J.D. Martinez. Sox just had Mookie Betts down to third base with 1 away, but couldn't score, couldn't tie it. So now Clippard coming on, looking for the save. Sox with other ideas. It'll be Bogarts, Bradley, Nunez against the veteran right-hander who is 4-3 in ERA just over 3.
Yeah, pick your spots here. 50-50 coin flip, fastball, changeup.
So Boston trying to rally here in the bottom of the 9th inning and stun Toronto. Xander Bogaerts will start it off 0 for 3 so far today with a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout.
This crowd should be making some noise.
And Clippard ready to work. He deals a strike.
Doesn't throw real hard, but that changeup's so good that the fastball looks much faster.
Oh, 1 on the way to Xander. He won't bite, and that's a ball.
Oh, that's a little splitter. Looked like a slider to me.
1-1.
He looked like he wanted that. That ball's down and away. No, that is a splitter, huh? Look at that thing. Tumbling down and away. Something different than his change.
He gets ahead on Xander Bogaerts 1-2.
You got guys sitting back so much on that changeup. You got to think about it. It's so good. He gets that backspin on it.
Bogaerts' last 9 games, he's batting .375. He's been pretty locked in. No hits today yet. And that didn't snap at all to count 2-2.
That wasn't his changeup. That's a splitter. It's got a new thing, new funky thing going. Kind of slipped. See the splitter? And that's something new from him. It's an ugly one too.
2-2. Rope down the line. Fair ball into the corner. He hit it stiff. That's going to be 2 bases. Xander Bogaerts rips a double, and the Red Sox have a man, the leadoff man in scoring position.
Oh, beautiful thing. Throw another splitter. I mean, he threw an ugly one the pitch before, and this one he throws for a strike, and he just ropes this ball down the line. Looked like a knuckleball, didn't it? Just stayed right there, and Bogey rips it down the line for a clean double, stand-up double, nobody out.
Jackie Bradley next. Jackie is 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts, a ground ball to second. 2-1 Toronto. And the crowd has come to life. He's bunting, and he fouls it away for strike 1.
It's kind of weird. You don't see that very often, do you? I mean, it's not like the third baseman was. In fact, the third baseman is way up. They're just trying to get the runner to third. Bunt the ball to the third baseman, take the out. Any way to get the runner over.
Nunez on deck. Solarte's expecting it again. He's in and angled at third. Ripped. Base hit to right. Bogaerts is in. He will score. It's bobbled out there. Bradley heading into second. He's there standing up. The Red Sox have tied it, and they have the winning run at second base in the 9th.
Now this is outs going for the Red Sox. They are not dead. Back-to-back doubles on off-speed stuff. Tries to bunt the first pitch, and you look back at that, it's like, heck with that bunt. Let's just try to pull the ball. Does he ever? Split finger again, and he ropes this ball in the right field.
Boy, he was stubborn with that pitch.
Wasn't he ever? I mean, whatever happened to his changeup? That is garbage. He hits down the right field line. You see Smith bobble it a little bit. I think Jackie would have had a double anyway, but this game is tied, and Jackie is in scoring position. Big hit.
They call it a double all the way. 31st RBI for Jackie Bradley. 2-2. Nunez now. Nobody out. Bradley at second. Fouled away. Just got a piece of it for strike one. Nunez today, a base hit in the second inning. He's also popped up and flied out.
Well, I've been living under a rock, but this guy throws split fingers.
Tell you what,
huh?
He's thrown a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of ugly ones
too. A lot more than I remember.
Yeah.
The Red Sox have pounced on him. Nobody out. Red Sox rallying in the ninth. 1-1. Nunez has seen Clipper just twice, but he's 1 for 2 off him. Old Fenway certainly alive here in the ninth inning. And the 1-1. Left it up again. 2-1.
Yeah, that was just an ugly slider right there. Up. Not a good pitch at all. Just awful.
Bogarts tearing into a double. Jackie Bradley doing the same. Sox have tied at 2-2. Now they're trying to win it. Two and two. Boy, he tried to end it right there.
Yes, he did. That ball got by him. Yeah, fastball beat him kind of up middle out of the zone. Couldn't get there. Too tall.
Swihart next. Got a piece of it. Jackie Bradley leading from second, representing the winning run on this Saturday afternoon. And now the catcher Maley will be brought out. It is interesting that, and I think this is the way Alex Cora manages when he gives a guy like Moreland the day off. He gives him the day off.
Yeah, totally.
Swihart's on deck.
Right.
So Blake would hit.
You go back to that bunt again by Jackie Bradley. It's like, whoa, thank God he didn't bunt.
Moments later, a double and an RBI. Here's the 2-2 to Eduardo Nunez. He can be a hero today. That one was buried. Now 3-2. Well, a couple of nights ago, Mookie Betts had the hit of hits this season with the grand slam. That was in the 4th inning. It felt like a walk-off.
It really did.
Now the Red Sox are looking for a genuine walk-off.
Haven't had one of these in a while.
Payoff pitch. Bloop foul, back out of play as he hangs in there. That was on a change.
That's the change we know, we've seen. These split fingers are just the unknown. See the backspin on this changeup. See that thing? Never really gets there. Pops him up.
For all the winning the Red Sox have done, an extraordinary pace. They've only had one walk-off this year. That was on April 5 against Tampa. 3-2 the count.
One walk-off?
That's it. Ball club is 66 wins. 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He puts away Eduardo Nunez, and now Blake Swihart coming up.
Boy, Clippard working hard to get the strikeout there. It got it on a cross seam fastball that's way out of the zone, too tall to get to. He threw a couple of those fastballs upstairs that Nunez just could not get to.
So now Blake Swihart, who's gone 1 for 3. It was doubled up in the 7th inning when he went for the deke by the shortstop. But now he can be the hitting star. And he has been swinging a good bat. Bradley at second. And strike one. Blake does have a 5-game hitting streak. Leone on deck. Bradley at second. One away. And skipped up there. 1-1. Sandy Leone, the on-deck hitter. But right now, Blake Swihart, if he can deliver a base hit, could put the Red Sox into the win column. And Clippard with a 1-1. And a high pop foul on the play. Red Sox falling here 13-7 last night to end a 10-game winning streak.
You look something soft, that fastball will beat you. That ball is right there. Ah, he had a rip at it. Angry he didn't. It's a game winner right there. He just got by with.
Clippard's 1-2, runner goes, and it's fouled away. I think Jackie Bradley would have had that stolen. Got an excellent jump. Back to second he goes.
Well, Jackie normally goes when he's going to be safe because you just don't throw him out. He always picks a good spot. He and Betts picked the right time. There's no way they were going to throw him out there. Clippard will give him a couple of looks this time.
Hanging in there, another changeup, and he got a piece of it.
Yeah, you see that weak swing on the changeup, just trying to flick it.
Swihart looking to knock one through. One man out, 1-2 now to Swihart. Bounced up there and stopped by Maley.
Bucket of balls in the dirt. It looked like a changeup that he didn't want to even come close. Once again, good block by Maley.
So 2-2 on Blake. Bradley off the bag at second. Well, he's worked it full. He's had a good at bat here. And about to see the 8th pitch of this at bat with one away in the bottom of the 9th. Winning run at second.
Clippard just trying to outthink you with that off-speed stuff.
3-2. High fly to right center field. Grichuk there though to make the catch. Jackie Bradley has to stay put, and that's out number 2. And that'll bring up Sandy Leon, who has gone 0 for 3 so far today. And it falls onto his shoulders. You see 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts against Clippard. Sandy's had a nose for the big hit in a Red Sox uniform.
A little walk-off 3-run Johnson he hit last year, I think it was.
Yeah. Won't take that here. Just a base hit could win it. And he'll look at a strike. Kimbrel in the pen. Red Sox with back-to-back doubles. It tied the ball game, and Bradley was at second with nobody out, but Nunez with a strikeout, Swihart with a fly out, and now it's up to Sandy Leon. A ball and a strike.
See the changeup? You're bound to see something in the dirt.
That is Steve Pearce on deck, who got drilled the other night on the shin. X-rays were negative. He really got hit. 1-1. Little dribbler toward third base. Solarte will field and throw. And this game is going to extra innings. At the end of 9, Red Sox 2 and Toronto 2. Official sponsor of Extra Innings. Well, the Lobster's going to have to wait. We're going to the 10th inning. Toronto 2 and the Red Sox 2. Craig Kimbrel coming out of the bullpen now. After the Red Sox had the winning run at second base with nobody out, but could not get that big hit to bring him in. Jackie Bradley got a big hit to tie it, but he was stranded at second. So Kimbrel continues to put one outstanding half on top of another. 1.86 ERA. And his job right now is to keep it 2-2 and give the Red Sox a chance, another chance to win it bottom of the 10th inning when it will be the top of the order and Mookie Betts. Yangervis Solarte has gone 0 for 4, couple of strikeouts. So he will lead off the 10th on to extra innings. He ropes a foul for strike 1. I think some were hoping for a pinch hitter in there somewhere from Alex Cora.
Right.
Mitch Moreland, for example, perhaps an option there.
Pierce was on deck. That was about it.
Yep. 0-1 on the way, and high and wide on Solarte. Red Sox with 9 hits, Toronto with 7. Tampa Bay on top of Minnesota, 4-3 6th inning. As mentioned, the Yankees are at Cleveland later on tonight. Red Sox with a 3.5 game lead. It'll be Sabathia against Clevenger. In Cleveland, 1-2. Poke foul.
Kimbrel's been on a roll his last 9 appearances. 9 2/3, punched out 16 guys. He's always on a roll.
Feels that way.
Yeah, it does.
Going to roll right to another All-Star appearance on Tuesday in Washington. 2-2. Solarte 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a walk against the Red Sox closer in his career. Looking for the K, and he'll get it. That was filthy. That was a dirty curveball.
Well, this ball was never a strike. Look where this ball starts off. Never a strike. Went sideways more than up and down, and he was going to swing right out of his hand, and that's why he ended up looking like that.
So 1 up and 1 down in the 10th. Hernandez has gone 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Kansas City and the White Sox have had a long rain delay, but they're underway. In fact, they're now in the 6th inning. It's 3-0 Royals.
That's an exciting game.
That's a series that only a mom could love. 0-1, got a piece of it, foul tipped it into the mitt, and it's quickly 0-2, 98 on the gun.
Both sides of the plate, little upstairs, no chance.
Loop and Rowley side by side in the Toronto bullpen.
Here comes that hook.
Buried it. Adrian. They do appeal to Adrian Johnson. He said no swing.
You know, you got to get ready for this fastball. That's why somebody's even attempting to swing at a ball that far out of the strike zone.
Bases clean. 1-2 to Hernandez. 2-2. Brian Johnson tomorrow afternoon in the last game before the All-Star game. At 105, the left-hander coming back off the DL. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander, will counter.
Stroman used to be a stud ace for them a couple years back.
He's having a tough year, 2-6, ERA near 6. And that will be the 98th game of the season. There he goes, down swinging. Hernandez again on the breaking ball, back-to-back Ks.
You just don't have to throw a strike with the breaking ball. You just don't. This is the 3rd breaking ball he threw in the dirt, and he finally swung at it, and he missed it by about a foot.
It's the 3rd consecutive inning the Red Sox bullpen has 2 strikeouts. And now Smoke, a quiet day so far. He is 0 for 4. Couple of ground out, strikeout, and a fly out.
He had a pretty good swing at that fastball. I was thinking before he got up there that the only thing that I think he can hit would be a breaking ball. He hasn't got the fastest bat in the world. Unless you're cheating a little bit, ready, get set, swing. I mean, you got to get it ready to hit that.
0-2.
Throw this in the dirt. Don't throw a strike.
That's exactly what he did. Red Sox have due up when they come to bat in the bottom of the inning. 9-1-2. And that means Mookie Betts batting second. He has 3 hits today. When doesn't he have 3 hits? Lately. It's unbelievable.
Really? He's due to hit a home run.
Yeah, it's been interminable. Here's the 1-2. Smoke is 2 for 7 with a home run against Craig Kimbrell. Granderson would be next. He has yet to bat today.
If I recall, he hit the Kimbrell. He hit a home run to over the Green Monsters. The home run hit off him.
And he's running full now. Succession of hooks. 3-2. Kimbrell's 3-2 pitch. Well, Red Sox pen has been piling up the strikeouts here in the last several innings. Looking to make Smoke another one. 3-2 again. And he's going to take ball 4. He checked his swing that did appeal. So he is on in front of Granderson, who had a home run off of Kimbrell back in April, on April 24th.
Yeah, this was a walk-off high fastball, and Granderson takes him deep. I mean, that was kind of a shocker. That was way back when. Long time ago.
Devin Travis now in the game to run at first base for Smoke as Granderson gets in with 2 down. We're in the 10th inning, tied 2-2. And Kimbrell trying to hold. He is 1 for 8 against Craig, and that's a strike. Well, he likes that breaking ball.
Most of the time we've been seeing these breaking balls in the dirt, but that's a little break ball for a strike. That's a little sideways one. He has one that goes down more than that.
Oh, 1 high fly ball, not deep, coming on. Is Mookie Betts. He'll run it down to make the play and retire the side. 1 man left. Red Sox coming up. Bottom of the 10th, tied 2-2. Dunkin' Donuts ordering using on-the-go mobile ordering on the Dunkin' app. Place your order right now and then just click I am ready to pick up in the morning. America runs on Dunkin'. Bottom of the 10th inning. Zhu-Wei Lin about to lead off, be followed by Mookie Betts and then Brock Holt. Red Sox have had some opportunities here in the last several innings. They did tie the ball game dramatically on back-to-back doubles by Bogaerts and Bradley to lead off the bottom of the ninth. This will be Rowley, the right-hander, coming out of their bullpen. Chris Rowley, you look at his numbers at AAA Buffalo.
We've seen him before. Last year he got called up, and pretty much a finesse pitcher. Not the big fastball.
Zhu-Wei looking to bunt, drops that one foul for strike one. Diaz at third and Gurriel at short. Travis now in the ball game at second, and Solarte has moved on over to first. So lots of changes here for Toronto in extra innings. 0-1 to first base, behind it back. It's fair ball. Solarte gets to it. One man gone.
Boy, that ball almost skid right by Solarte.
And a buzz for Mookie Betts, who has gone 3 for 3 with an intentional walk today, has a stolen base. He was stranded at third base in the 8th inning. They are empty for Mookie, hitting .364, 23 home runs. And he will take ball one.
Sinker, keep that ball down and away from him.
Brock Holt next, the 1-0. Routine ground ball, and underneath him into left field. As routine as it gets, but an error, and the Red Sox have a man on, the speedy Betts. Gurriel, who just moved over from second to short, and it went right through him.
Oh, just an absolute routine ground ball to short, and he just lifts the glove up too soon. You got to make them pay. There would have been 2 outs, nobody on, and
So Betts aboard for the 5th time today.
You got to try to run.
Not going right here on a ball to Brock Holt. Brock has gone 0 for 4.
You got Martinez on deck, but you know you got to think about running.
Big hole on the right side. As Solarte holds Mookie Betts, he's not running. Ball 2.
Well, he's got to throw a strike here, so make something happen.
That's a strike.
Boy, he paints him down and away. Perfect pitch.
Left-hander Bobby Pointer has rejoined the major league team. He's in the bullpen. There goes Betts, and a ground ball through the hole. That's going to roll into left. Betts heading into third base. He will stop there with the throw coming in. Brock Holt handling the bat brilliantly, and they're on the corners with one down.
They're going to make him pay for that error. You knew he was going to run sooner or later, and that hole is wide open at shortstop. You know, looking fastball 2-1. They took the 2-0 pitch, but the 2-1 pitch is a perfect time for hit and run, and that's an easy ground ball base hit there by Bolton. He's going to go to third on that easily. And he's not going to stop. They mess up, he'll try to go home.
So now they're going to walk J.D. Martinez intentionally to load the bases. With one down here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Red Sox have rallied from 2-1 down to tie in the ninth. Now trying to win in the 10th. Xander Bogaerts marching up. Now he started the ninth inning rally by tearing into a double down the left field line. It will not take that to win the game. Infield in.
Outfield playing shallow, obviously.
Xander 1 for 4. Inside for ball 1.
And this guy doesn't have swing and miss stuff.
Rallies 1-0. Ball 2.
Got to throw a strike here. You don't want to go 3-0. Make him throw a strike. I'm hacking.
Most of the big crowd up. They're all loaded. High fly ball deep into left center field.
Get out of
Way
here.
back it carries. That ball is gone. The Red Sox walk it off in style.
That's how it's done.
The X-Man strikes.
So you want to see a walk-off grand slam this time.
Holy cow.
Boy.
A terrific win for the Red Sox coming from behind. Xander Bogaerts with number 15.
How many slams is that for him? 3?
And for the Red Sox, 9.
9.
Well, you felt it kind of coming all day, didn't you? Especially late in the ball game.
Yeah, I thought when they tied it up in the ninth that they were going to win it. Didn't happen, but the air cost them big time. And you knew that Mookie was going to be running, but 2-0, he's not taking anything. High fastball, he gets on it. And did he get enough of it? That's the thing. The game's over. It doesn't matter, but guess what? Just enough. That's 4 RBI. What a way to win it. It's been some kind of homestand.
Some kind of swing.
Heck with that sacrifice fly. I want all 4 of them.
Up there near the flagpole beyond the 379 mark. The Red Sox with a walk-off shot. A grand slam nonetheless by Xander Bogaerts. Let's go down to Jemai.
Well, how's the timing on that shower?
It's cold. It's cold. That water's cold.
Obviously, this crowd is fired up. You had the count in your favor. What were you looking for on that pitch? Because you got all of it.
I mean, I'm trying to look a little bit middle. I know I'm a kind of patient hitter, but I mean, I got a 2-0 count. Infield's in. Try to get a pitch to put in the air.
You guys hadn't lost back-to-back games since June 20th and 21st. How big was what you started in the 9th and 10th to finally finish things off and make the Blue Jays pay?
I mean, it was fun, you know. We know what we all have going on in that clubhouse right now with coaching staff and the players. It's pretty special to be coming to the park every day.
After the struggles offensively, seemingly for the better part of the game, how were you guys able to figure them out later in the innings?
The starter from them, apparently he always throws good against us here. so he only threw a couple innings. JD got a homer, but they had our offense kind of shut down, and I mean, we kept battling. You know, a lot of guys put up good at bats towards the end, and we made it happen.
After your home run, you were pretty fired up.
Yeah.
How big and how much fun are you having with this club?
I mean, honestly, I knew it was a sac fly at least. I know I hit it good. I didn't thought it was going to go out, so that's nice to have my first one like that.
Congratulations, Xander. Thanks for the thrill.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
The Grand Slam and Red Sox. For the second time on the homestand, a Red Sox Grand Slam to talk about deep into the night. And on this Saturday afternoon, Xander Bogaerts is the hero as the Red Sox walk it off against Toronto in a thriller in 10, 6-2 the final. TC?